Hello, welcome to Milo on the Ready. A little warm out today, so Milo's at home in the air conditioning, so he didn't make it with us today. But wanted to come out to the park, and I thought I'd go over some of the things for making fire. You need four things for fire. You need ignition, you need your tinder, you need kindling, and you need the logs, fuel. We're going to go over the ignition sources and the tinder today. So stick with us, and be right back. Thank you for sticking around. First thing I'd like to go over is ignition sources. There are several different kinds, and each one has their place. The first one I have here is the standard book of matches. You can get them almost anywhere. Convenience stores hand them out free, so they're readily available. The downside of them is there's only so many in a book of matches, so you're limited on the number of fires you can start. The other thing is if they get wet, then they're totally useless. At that point, it's just the paper can be used for tinder. Second one, my preference, is the lighter. The company claims that you'll get easily, or get up to 3,000 lights with the lighter. In comparison, you would have to have over 150 books of matches. So for the size, the lighter is still the best way to go. I also have my Ferro Rod. It's been used, which is a good thing. Everybody should use their Ferro Rod. This one I picked up at Walmart. It wasn't very expensive, not very big, but it is enough to start fires. The only disadvantage to them is you need to use them. Otherwise, you don't know that there's a coating on it. You try to use it, and it doesn't spark. So you got to get that coating off of them. The other thing is learning how to use it correctly, holding the blade steady and pulling the ferro rod back to you. That way you're not taking a chance of knocking your tinder over and scattering it to the wind. Last thing I have here is the old magnesium rod. Comes with a little hacksaw so you can saw off the magnesium. Not very effective, but I will show you a little trick that I use that makes this work a lot better, and maybe some people will start packing those again. The next item we come to is the actual tinder itself. Just from around this tree that's behind me, I was able to pick up some natural tinder. I like using natural tinder because it allows me to save my other tinders for when I don't have or can't use natural tinder. If it's rained, your tinder would be wet. Then you have to get it dry before you can use it. That's what I save my other tinders for, is during those times. Here in Phoenix, that doesn't happen very often, but it can happen. But it's just easy to forage around, find some of it, and you can get a fire going. Then we have the cotton ball. Cotton balls are very, very effective. They light up very easily with any type of spark. The disadvantage is they don't burn for very long on their own. So that brings us to the cotton ball that we put petroleum jelly on. These will burn longer, but as you can see, I have it in a bag because, well, it is kind of messy. The last thing I have, it may look a little unusual, but this is a little Tinder Bundle. I learned to make these from another YouTube video done by Survival Dispatch. I'll put a link in the description of the video so that you can learn how to make these on your own. They do take a little bit of time to make, but it's all self-contained. It is cotton, petroleum jelly, and it's encased in a plastic straw. The advantage is that it burns just as long as the petroleum jelly and cotton ball, but when it gets the plastic from the straw lit, it will burn much longer, and they're very easy to use, just a little time consuming to make. So give me a minute and I'm going to set things up and we're going to start a fire. Okay, so as you can see here, I have my natural tinder. Made myself a nice little aluminum dish here, so just for safety reasons. But as you can see, natural tinder will spark easy and can actually stay burning for a few minutes. And it's just a little bit, but it'd be enough to get a fire going. Add your kindling to it and it'll go. It is a little breezy out here today, so perfect example is that wind conditions can also affect getting your fire lit. Now, of course, next we have our cotton ball. These spark up very fast. Again, they just don't have a lot of burn time. Wind can affect it also. But the advantage is that they're very compact. And so you can actually carry a lot of them in a very small area. Again, wind can also be very detrimental to any time you're trying to start a fire. Next, I have the cotton ball with the petroleum jelly in it. So just to show you how that goes up. It's very similar to a candle at this point. It's just using the cotton ball as a wick to burn the petroleum jelly as a fuel. Again, they are messy. Keep them in a plastic bag separate from everything else. But they do stay lit a lot longer. And they also aren't quite as affected by the wind as just a cotton ball by itself. Next, I have the Tinder Bundle. It's quite easy to use. Use your knife and slice it open. Once you've done that, open it up a little bit and pull. Pull some of the cotton ball out, open it up a little bit. And then it'll light up. After a few moments, the plastic will start to melt and burn. it's also very resistant, more resistant to the wind than just a cotton ball by itself. Again, I learned how to make this off of a survival dispatch video, and I'll put the link to the video in the description below. Next, we have the Magnesium Bar. Using this little hacksaw which I've done a few times, as you can see, to file off some of the magnesium just takes a lot of time and effort. So instead, I have a multi-tool with a file on it. The file allows me to get more magnesium shaved off the bar in a much less time than that little hacksaw blade. Now, from what I understand, there's different hardnesses of the magnesium, and softer magnesium lights better than harder magnesium. I'm sure that a lot of these, I didn't pay very much for this, so I'm pretty sure it's probably a hard magnesium. But you just want to get as much as you can, concentrate it into an area. And then you can use the knife on your multi-tool to get the spark going. Problem with it is it's flint, and trying to get the spark directed onto the magnesium is a little difficult. There we go. And as you can see, it didn't light very well, but the magnesium burns very hot and very fast. So with a little bit more practice, getting out and doing this more often, you can actually be quite proficient using the old magnesium bar and just your multi-tool with a file and the back of the knife blade. So, as you can see, getting a fire going is actually pretty easy if you have the right tools. Learn how to use those tools. Matches, I mean, pretty much they're once and done thing, so, but always carry ignition with you. Go over to Survival Dispatch's video, see how to make those Tinder bundles, because then you can have those, keep them in your purse, your wallet, whatever. You'll always have something. I always carry a lighter with me, as should everybody, whether it be in a bag or in your pocket. You'll always be able to make fire. I know that I can just wander around and find twigs and stuff around here to use as fuel. May not last long, but it'll be something. Get out there, practice, even if it's just coming to the park, like I did today. Practice practice your skills, practice making fire, practice making kindling, you know, make a day of it, have some fun. Have fun while doing it, and then when the time comes that you really need the skill, you'll know how to use it. You'll know how to make stuff. You'll know how to do stuff. You'll know how to make fire. You'll know how to purify water. It'll only make you a better prepared person. So that's it for today. Thank you for watching. I'd like to hear what you think in the comments below. Please check out Survival Dispatch's video. Link will be down below. Please subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon, and you'll get notified when we have new videos come out. Have a great day. Stay safe out there. Bye.